some of these players coming out, this is a big moment for them in mid-season, isn't it?
Yes, it sure is, Jeff. Great to be working with you once again. And we're going to be seeing the black team and the white team going up against each other. Right now, we've got the players coming up, and let's see who the players are for this particular all-star game.
Well, that was Noboru Hasegawa from Akita Northern Happiness. And for the black team coming out, Yuto Otsuka, the veteran, 1.88 meters. You always want to have that bucket list item that you tick off in your career that you played in an all-star game, and you'll be able to tell everybody about. Coming out also, Masaya Karimata from Nagasaki Velka, the 34-year-old.
Well, this is the cream of the crop here, Jeff. On the other side, Koku Magai for the black team.
Yeah, the Shinshu Brave Warriors. He looks like he means all business. I'm not sure he's aware this is a fun and games all-star game today. For the white team, Ryoma Hashimoto from Lavanga, Hokkaido. And we watched him yesterday, didn't we, in the three-point shooting contest?
Yes, we did. He did quite well, but obviously he'd like to be able to come away with a win here today as compared to what happened there. And here comes on the imports, big boy Josh Smith.
That's right. No grousing about that. The Toyama Grouse's big fella. Always entertaining to watch. It should be said that Hashimoto almost won that three-point shooting contest. Furukawa, the Japan international coming out, he also took part in the three-point shooting contest. Struggled a little bit, didn't even get all of his attempts off. Something I think that he was semi-joking about yesterday. And Leo Vendram from Sunraku Shibuya, one of the point guards.
Also part of the national team here, Jeff. So, you know, a lot of familiar faces in international basketball. Well, these are the stars. Fantasista
Narito
right
Namizato.
Now.
He always provides a spark. Narito Namizato from Gunma Crane Thunders. Exciting to see him come out, as well as Atsunobu Hirao from Ibaraki Robots. And again, took part in the contest yesterday.
We got one of the veterans here in Hirao. Another national team member here.
Avi Schaefer, 24 years of age. Part of that Japanese national team setup as well. Tom Hovass will have his work cut out for him, figuring out who he's going to have on that national team that plays at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. With the games,
sure.
some of the games being played here in Japan and Okinawa. Well, here's a good player playing for the Whites. Gavin Edwards, Chiba Jets, just a prototypical big in the B-League. Really can get it done inside, but can step outside, just like this man right here, Ryan Rossiter, for the black team.
So those guys actually are naturalized players in Japan, so they could be a part of that national squad you're talking about. Maybe the only locks there is Rui Hashimura, and Watanabe, the two NBA players.
Yeah, I've got a pretty good feeling Tagashi is going to be there. Look at this. Well, coming out for the black, Yuma Fuji from Kawasaki Brave Thunders. What a competitor he is.
Well, he came out and competed yesterday as well. I like the way they're doing things. Not just introducing one team, but then they're introducing both teams one after the other. Now they're going to be heading into the
should
court,
be said
we're going
that
to have a real treat.
Also, a couple of unfortunate injuries. Tenketsu Harimoto and Dwayne Evans both injured, not able to take part. I don't know. Having watched this guy play, Perrin Buford, for me, he is absolutely worth the price of admission. He does so many things across the board for Paul Hinari's Susanoo Magic team. Just terrific.
Now here come the certified stars. These are the starters.
I should say Shimane Susanoo Magic. Okay, Josh Scott, what a warrior he's been. It's been a tough season for him, though, hasn't it? But
Yes, it has.
in terms of the team.
Well, you know, last year they did so much better than they are, and they are struggling. And I think it really goes all around. There's the speedster, Yuki Togashi.
Yep, there he is. Tagashi, one of the faces of Japanese basketball. I've got a sneaking suspicion we're going to see him do something special today. Well, what about this? Is Hijima going to
Look at
play
him.
in the yellow today?
Well, he's got a handful of fans, and they like the way he's coming out.
Makoto Hijima looks like he's going to set out and do like a race. Brings back memories of those Olympic runners in the 400 meters. The full bodysuit.
I think the captains have to come out that way, don't they? Because Makoto is the captain here for the white squad. Oh, he's scary. That's Keita Imamura there.
Yeah, from the Ryukyu Golden Kings. Jack Cooley.
There's another
He's
one.
no introduction. He is not a player that you want to have to bang against down in that low post, is he?
No, he isn't. But it's going to be a good matchup. Seeing him going up against Josh Scott, that I'd like to really see.
And I've got
a good thing they got Josh Smith in his squad.
And I'm also thinking that this guy right here, Seba Scythe, even though he's politely smiling of Alvark Tokyo, he was not too pleased that he didn't make it to the final of the dunking contest yesterday. All right, this one might just take the cake.
He's coming in from the other side. That's Ryusei Shinuyama.
Yeah, the left-handed gunslinger. Certainly someone that is the entertainer.
Okay, now we've got the captain.
And here's the star from the skills challenge yesterday. Yuki Kawamura, also a national team player. I would go ahead and venture to say he will be in that national team as well at the World Cup. He's had a terrific season, also coming off the great FIBA Asia Cup. But in the Japanese B.LEAGUE with Yokohama B Corsairs, how good has he been?
I totally agree with you. If he continues his stellar play, he should be a lock there.
So Kawamura had the most votes, and that's why he was selected as the youngest captain, and that just illustrates how popular he has been this season. So indeed, he is captaining the black team. And
Jeff, you might have
the
to say
reason
that
why
it's
Shinuyama is Mito Kuman is he was the famous general from Mito City. So that is who he is honoring in that attire.
Well, I think slowly but surely we're seeing some changing of the guard here.
By the way, I'm going to give you a little bit of trivia here, Anthony. I'm not sure if you're going to have the
Go
answer,
ahead.
but I suspect you might, because you're so into it. Did you know which two players here played on the same high school team and college team?
Oh, high school. Could it
Have I
be?
stumped you?
Could it be Makoto and Naoto?
So Makoto Hijima and Naoto Tsuji both played at the same high school and college. Naoto is 1 year older.
There you go. Okay, now he's getting undressed. He's not
So
going to be able to play in that
Shinuyama
guard.
is shedding the garb, and I think he's going to look more like a basketball player here in just a second, but it's taking a while. Here he goes. Shohoku wearing the number 7.
Okay, now he's ready to play.
And now he is ready to go. There's the captain again, the biggest vote getter. Shinuyama disguised as Ryota Miyagi from the comic Slam Dunk there as well. So a man of many disguises.
And now we got the head coaches for both these squads. We got Coach Sasa for the white and Coach Oketani.
Also getting a look at the
black team
coaches
there,
for both of these teams. And it's a big deal for them as well. As they come out, Norio Sasa, the head coach of Utsunomiya Brex, is coaching the white team today. We saw him, see the referees also coming out. A big honor for them. And of course, Dai Okatani from Ryukyu Golden Kings is coaching the black team. So the starting five, Seba Sais. And for the, well, just go ahead and read through those. Sais, Imamura, Cooley, Shinoyama, and Kawamura for the black. Tagashi, Hiyajima, Buford, Kanemaru, and Scott on the right playing for the white team.
And just so we're complete, Jeff, you know, we'd like to mention the referees we have. We got referee Sato, referee Kubo, and referee Ono handling proceedings here.
本日クルーが着用するウェアは .ST B リーグオールスターゲームのスペシャルデザインとなっております。審判にとってもこのオールスターは特別なもの。チャンピオンによるスペシャルウェアを身にまとい、本日の試合を進めてまいります。
Okay, as you look at the black team warming up here, and again, it's Kawamura, Shinoyama, Sais, Imamura, and Cooley. And some of the numbers that goes along with them. Imamura is such a competitor. I mean, he just really goes out and gets the job done. Fascinating that Kawamura, though, I just wonder with how he played at the FIBA Asia Cup, what that meant for his confidence, the way that he's been able to hit the ground running this year in the B-League, and to be so good and to capture the imagination so much that not only does he come out and win the contest yesterday, the skills challenge, but he's the biggest vote getter in the All-Star game. So clearly somebody that the Japanese fans want to see. And then you've got Hiyajima, Tagashi, Buford, Kanemaru, and Josh Scott. And again, those guys need no introduction. I mean, take your pick. Boy, that is a lineup and a half. And it's Makoto Hiyajima. I'm not sure he wears that around the house or in the garden when he's working, but he looks like he's enjoying the moment, wearing the full bodysuit as the captain.
Well, now can you hear me, Jeff? I'm going to try to jump into the commentary here.
And again,
little bit of technical
B-League whites coming out. Makoto Hiyajima, Yuka Tagashi, Josh Scott, Kanemaru, and Buford. And I will say, Perrin Buford has just been, I said this earlier, he just does absolutely everything out there in the court to help the Susanoo Magic win games. I mean, for my money, he might just be the most exciting player in this competition. Although Kawamura, so many good players. That's why this All-Star game, you know, we watched the Rising Stars Challenge yesterday, and we saw some good plays yesterday. I think these guys are going to take it up a notch. I think this is going to be end-to-end fun. And the big question whenever you have an All-Star game is, how badly do these guys want to win? Are they more out there to entertain, which is usually the case, which means the defense might lay back, for example, if Yuka Tagashi wants to do a 360? Or are we going to see the competitive fires, the competitive juices flowing, and see the defense come out and really step it up a notch? I mean, that's what happens sometimes in All-Star games. These guys, you know, there are some guys that just cannot stand to lose, and that means they're going to step it up defensively. So, again, we're in MITO, the B-League All-Star game. It's the B-League Whites taking on the B-League Blacks. A lot of good players on these teams. And we've had, unfortunately, a couple of players that have been injured and haven't been able to play today. Dwayne Evans is injured. He's out. And Tenketsu Harimoto is injured and out and unable to go as well. So those two guys otherwise would have been here. Hiroshima Dragonflies, Dwayne Evans, one of the top players in this competition. So again, the B-League All-Star Game about ready to get underway. It's a nice break in the middle of a very competitive season. For all of these guys, it's a big honor to make it to the All-Star Game, to be a part of it.
B.LEAGUE All-Star Game 2023 in MITO.
Of course, coming into this, we know that Chiba Jets and Albark Tokyo, Gunma Crane Thunders, and Akita Northern Happiness, top 4 spots. Utsunomiya Brex 5th in the East, Kawasaki Brave Thunders Yokohama up top in the Central, and Hiroshima and Shimane and Ryuka Golden Kings in the West. So we're underway, folks. Welcome. It's the B-League All-Star Game. The Whites and the Blacks. The Whites winning the opening tip, and Tagashi, as Yuka Tagashi often does, launches that first 3 and misses. So the black team is going to come the other way, and I guess, you know, everybody wants to know, is this going to be Kawamura's world and we're just living in it? Well, here we're getting a little look at it right here, and he did the hard stuff. He backs his way down, goes up against Tagashi and misses. And the first miss as well for Kanemaru. Umamura missing. And finally, the first 2 points of the game scored by Seba Scythe. And if I had to bet who would be the MVP of this game, it might be him because of, again, finishing yesterday 3rd in the dunking contest. He did not look like a happy camper. Hiyajima misses and coming out, Seba Scythe. And just kind of emphasizing that point, having his own personal dunking contest here at the beginning of the game. The FIBA Eurobasket champion from Spain. Here's Perrin Buford, goes in, that slick left-handed layup. And what's so good about Perrin Buford is he could do so many things with the basketball. If he's not scoring, he's passing. He can put it on the deck. He can hit the 3. Oh, boy. Kawamura with the 3-pointer. Well, he missed down low at the start, but left wide open. Here's Tagashi with the answer. Jack Cooley, usually seeing him operate in the paint, but today we'll probably get to see him do that some more. Josh Scott missing from deep. Buford gets the offensive rebound. Thought he was going to try to put it back in, and the ball goes back out. Here it is, the dump to Josh Scott. Over the shoulder pass to Cooley. He decides to bring it back out. Kanemaru, or Kawamura rather, excuse me. Tagashi steps to his left. Look out, Seba Scythe. Oh, loses his handle. And the three-pointer is not there. Shinuyama hands it off. And now the dump to Cooley, who goes old school, lays it up and in. Oh. A little bit of ball, a little bit of handles. Look at this from Tagashi. He's trapped. And Shinuyama, some unexpected trapping defense. The alley-oop. Oh, goodness me. It's the play of the game. And it's Saber Size, his second dunk. And that is going to lead to a timeout. And the white team, no doubt, are going to be saying, hey, guys, we got to turn it up a little bit here. They are actually going to play some defense. Anthony Sante, it's been a pretty good start to the game here. Look at Tagashi.
Yes, you know, I'm quite surprised. We're seeing some defense here. Normally, you don't see that in an All-Star game. Yesterday, in the Rising Stars game, we didn't see any of that. But that is, as you mentioned, the play of the game there, Jeff, so far.
Well, speaking of rising, Saber Size, I don't know if you felt the same as I did, but he didn't look too happy yesterday when he didn't make it to the final of the dunking contest. He could have perhaps accepted not winning it, but not making it to the final. I almost wonder if he's going to want to come out today and be the MVP of this game.
I totally agree with you there. And obviously, we saw something yesterday that we've never seen before in a slam dunk contest, wherein he actually approached the judge and the judge changed his score, but the score still wasn't enough to get him to the finals.
Well, one other thing that we have definitely learned today or been reminded of is that man right there, Shinuyama, is born to entertain. He is enjoying the moment. Number 7 for the black team. Look at him.
Well, he has not seen as much playing time for his squad, his mother team, as he would like to. He's been in and out of the lineup, unfortunately, this season. But today, I think, as you mentioned, this is his time to really shine. And they're going
well, here's Shinuyama with the basketball, passing it. Uh-oh, look at the handles.
Everything but the shot there, though, Jeff.
Yep, and it leads to a leak out, and Furukawa goes in and scores for the Whites.
We're seeing some
How about the
defense,
lob?
and now suddenly Jack Cooley there.
Cooley getting up.
Back
Really had a
up
nice
5-point
running
lead
start.
here.
Anthony, that was a terrific pass.
Yes, it was. We've had 2 pinpoint passes for big slam dunks already.
Shinuyama goes out, and yeah, I have to say, watching Shinuyama, he is worth the price of admission. Need to get him back in the game. So this is the pass from Imamura. What a pass from Imamura, and all Cooley had to do was just go up and make sure he called it, and it was on a platter.
Only 5 minutes gone, actually 4.5 gone here, and the fans have been totally entertained already. We still got 3 more quarters to go.
Of course, those two guys, Imamura and Cooley, teammates, so they were able to, they knew what was coming. So some wholesale substitutions. And missing there, the Whites from three-point range. And the Blacks attack from the corner, and it is good for Yuma Fuji.
Fuji. Yes, sir. And Shinuyama off the bench already saying, thank you very much. Picking up the slack.
So we got Hashimoto, Namizato, Gavin Edwards, Schaefer, and Furukawa in the game right now for the white team. Fuji, Vendram, Rossiter, Hirao, and Smith on the court for the black team.
And it's
You
an
certainly
8-point
can't miss
lead here
Smith
for
out
Black.
there. Here's
He
Smith.
can hit that shot.
Soft.
Yes, he
Oh,
does.
boy, that is a soft touch. A soft touch for big bad Joshua Smith.
He's a real monster inside the paint, but he can hit that outside shot as he proved it right there.
Well, Rossiter
Continues to
handles it.
swell.
Oh, Schaefer. Ball falls through his hands, off his leg, and out of bounds.
He's going to
And the
want to have that
Blacks.
one back, Jeff.
This is just incredible. I mean, look at that. It's like a layup for him, the way he approaches it. He
And
just
the coaching
releases
staff
it.
knows it.
Even those great sharpshooters over there on the bench, Kanemaru, for example, enjoying that one.
Are they
Here he
going
is
to look for
again.
another three? Just offline.
He shoots
that
it like
time.
it's a free throw.
That's right. And it's all wrist.
At the other end, missing for the white team, Hashimoto. He's got it again.
Nice
And
touch pass.
Schaefer goes up.
Two teammates
So
in the
Schaefer's
national
off the
squad.
snide.
Hey, they're double teaming, Jeff. Double teaming the big
Well.
guy.
Hirao missing. Feels like the white. Yeah, the white's defensively not really turning it up a notch yet. How about Furukawa, though? Hustling down, getting his second layup of the game.
That's their best chance to catch up. There's another one.
Wow. At the end of the day, 10 years from now, they're going to look back at the box score and they're going to see how many points they scored. And they're going to say, look at that. I had a great game. Furukawa already with 6. Doesn't matter how you score it. Today it matters because, you know, everybody's going to be talking about the Saba-sized dunks. Oh, Schaefer showing some range.
Well, he'll occasionally take that shot, but right now it's an all-star game, so he's got the green light more than in any other contest.
Well, I really feel like if you're going to be a B-League player and you're a big guy, you have got to be able to step out and hit that jump shot. Otherwise, you know, the opponent's going to leave you alone. Here we go.
in a
So
wink
first
of an eye,
time out.
Jeff. They're right back in
What-
this
what
one,
is
just
your-
down by 2.
You can already, as much as I enjoyed watching the Rising Stars yesterday, you can see in this one a little more punch, a little more panache, and they're able to finish a little bit better. And
Okay,
I
let me
suppose
ask you
they're
this question, Jeff.
okay.
Do you think we're going to see these two teams hoisting up as many threes as we saw yesterday?
Yeah, I thought yesterday it was a 3-point shooting contest. I don't think so. I think we're going to see a lot more attacking the basket today. Even though we did see Schaefer just knock one down from deep.
Well, Furukawa
So
has
Yuto-
3 layups.
Yuto Otsuka has just checked in. Saiz is back in the game. And coming in for the Whites, Naoto Suji from Hiroshima Dragonflies. Also getting a look
It's
at
very
Masaya
short stint for
Karamata.
Josh Smith. He's back on the bench.
He's got to get over there and catch his breath. Jack
Cooley
Cooley.
showing us he's got range as well.
Wow. Jack Cooley quietly having a dazzling game. We didn't expect this. Scored with the alley-oop dunk. Now he steps outside and hit the three-pointer.
They're going to have to make these open threes. And now they're going to give up a layup here.
Well, he'll take it. Otsuka getting his first basket of the game. It's a 7-point lead for the Blacks. Schaefer. And
Ooh, almost a
Suji
put-back dunk there
missing-
from Edwards.
He was going for it. Here's the lob!
That
And the
is
third
what-
dunk of the game. Third dunk of the game for Saba-Saiz.
You want to venture a guess on how many dunks he's going to have here today?
Well, he's got 3 in the first quarter. So I would imagine at least 10.
So he'll be in double digits, huh?
Yes.
Ooh, just short.
Double-digit dunks.
Yeah, I know. 20 points, all on slams. See, they're going to try to set
There they
him
are
up once
passing
again.
it. Now they get it to the sharpshooter. Cooley. He lets it fly.
Oh!
Well, you know his coach must be thinking right now, we got to set some more screens for Jack Cooley to let him put some threes up. When the B-League season resumes, Schaefer, will it be his second three? Yes, it will. How about that? Boy, what a nice start to the game. Oh, a little bit of celebration. A little coming out party for Ivy Schaefer. 20 seconds remaining.
Okay, from the outside
Save
this
size
time.
much better. Much better dunking the ball.
Five seconds to go in the first quarter. Another
Schaefer,
one.
will it be his third?
Oh!
Yes, it will. I tell you, it is not a bad-looking shot at all, is it? I think Schaefer giving Tom Hovath something to think about as the Japan national team coach. It's 29-23. The Blacks on top of the Whites, and Schaefer perhaps sliding into pole position for MVP if the Whites can come out and get a win.
Oh my goodness. 3 threes in the first quarter for Avi Koki Schaefer. 2 for Jack Cooley. Who would have thought, Jeff?
Yeah, they're giving us a rethink. So, is this right? Ivy Schaefer. Okay, so yeah, he's played 6.5 minutes. Yeah, it's been a great start for him. And you talked about the three-point shot. How many are we going to see today? So we've seen 15 launched by the black team and 16, so 31. I'm still guessing we're not going to see as many as we saw yesterday, but I think Schaefer is going to keep shooting them until he misses. That's for sure, and the same with Cooley.
But right now it seems like, we're on target for what the Rising Stars did yesterday.
Hey, look who it is. It's Tagashi.
And again, during All-Star games, we get to have the players. We can pull them to the side anytime we want. So we're going to have Yuki Togashi, and also a little bit later on, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be joined by Kiefer Ravena. So make sure you stick around for that.
I think Tagashi's saying right now, this is just one quarter. We're going to come out and whip them in the next 3.
And Josh Smith saying, give me more time to rest. I want to hit some more threes
Actually,
as well.
I think he might be joking around because he just said we are playing tight defense. How about that? I don't know if that is accurate.
Well, they gave up 29 points. It's very inaccurate.
Okay, so I think you're right. As the second quarter gets underway and shot takes it up, and hey, look at this, Kiefer Ravena.
Hello. League.
Kiefer,
Kiefer,
you're looking
how
good.
are
You're
you?
looking kind of relaxed.
I am. Thank you for having me here, Anthony, Jeff. What's up, guys?
Thanks for joining us. I heard you've been so busy. Talk to us about what you've been doing here during All-Star Weekend.
Oh, it's been a crazy weekend for us, but having fun. And yesterday I was able to play against the Japanese Rising Stars, and most importantly to play again with my Filipino brothers and all the Asian Kota players here in Japan.
Kiefer, whenever I see you, I think 30 and Kiefer. When you guys go up against each other in those one-on-one games, are you guys keeping count? And who has the advantage?
I think I lost count and I gave up on that matchup already. So
30.
I've accepted my fate. So
30 surprised me yesterday with his dunking. I didn't know he had so many hops. He was able to get up.
yeah, it's nice to be 26 and not a lot of mileage in the body, but 30 has always had that athleticism in him, and it was nice for him to put on a little show for the Japanese crowd here.
Now,
Kiefer,
also,
you
Anthony,
heard that
we
you
were
also
we were
a coach
backing
a while
him.
ago. Yes, we were. Yes, we were. Kiefer, we were told that you were also part of the junior NBA program. You were a coach a while ago?
Yes, I was. It was. I felt like it was something that was needed to be done to give back to the community over here, especially how the Japanese people, the fans, the boosters from every team here in the B.LEAGUE has treated us this weekend, and just to be out there with the kids, teaching our knowledge, the discipline that has to come with the sport, and most importantly, we were able to teach them to have fun while playing basketball. So it was awesome to be part of that junior NBA camp.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah.
It's an interesting challenge, isn't it?
Yeah, it was.
What's the hardest part of that challenge? Is it throwing it through that little cylinder, or is it in the three-pointer?
To be honest, the hardest part was to make that three-pointer. I felt like everybody had similar time or speed when it comes to the first couple of obstacles. But when it came to the three-point shot, it was only Yuki Kawamura who made his first shot. And, that took a lot of time from his final time. And eventually, that won it for him.
I know that Anthony was backing you to win that. We were a little bit...
Kiefer, can you hear Jeff?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Well, I can't hear him. So as long as the two of you can hear each other, that's good.
Yeah.
Kiefer, just wanted to be able to find out, how are things going with you? I mean, obviously, last year there was supposed to be an All-Star game. Everybody was looking forward to it. Finally, it's here. You and the rest of the boys must be really happy that you're able to showcase what you can do in an entertaining environment.
I mean, we're so thankful for the B.LEAGUE to have this event for us. Hopefully this becomes an annual event. The Rising Stars against the Asian guys. We're very happy to be part of this B.LEAGUE family, and just being able to showcase our talents as basketball players from different countries. It's amazing. It's amazing because we thank the B.LEAGUE for the opportunity, and we're looking forward for more events like these in the future.
Kiefer, how was it matching up with Kai?
Kai, it was nice to match up with him. He was also talking trash to me because he's always told me that I was a dirty player. So I was being physical with him and playing around. It's also nice to relax a little bit from being teammates and bringing out the competitive side for us. So it was nice.
Kiefer, this is a big year.
Is Jeff giving you a question?
Yes, right now. Yes, yeah.
Go.
Yeah, Kiefer, this is a big year for basketball overall, not just here in the B.LEAGUE for you here, but we get to watch you. We get to watch you play. We get to watch you play for the Philippines and international basketball. Are you hoping? What do you think about the World Cup?
Well, I think we're having some technical difficulties, but Kiefer, once again, thank you so much for the time, and we hope you enjoyed as much as we enjoyed covering you in yesterday's festivities.
Oh yeah, thank you for having me, Jeff and Anthony. Again, the B.LEAGUE, we appreciate this opportunity of a lifetime, and hopefully all the people who watched yesterday's game, who are watching the game today, enjoyed, and continue to support all the teams in the B.LEAGUE.
Okay, Kiefer, have a good one. Thanks.
Thank you very much. Happy New Year, guys.
We're going to get back to ball game here. Halfway gone through the second quarter, and it's 47-36. Once again, we'd like to thank Kiefer Abena for joining us. It's now 49-36, which is going to bring us to this official timeout. Everybody's having fun here in MITO.
らしいプレーが連発されてます。オールスターゲーム。Clap your hands. Boom, boom, boom. さあ、ビジョンの河村選手、比江島選手、両チームのキャプテン。何や顔がしかめつらになっておりますが、ファイヤー。
Well, welcome back to the B.LEAGUE All-Star Game. If you had a break, we have just had the pleasure of interviewing Kiefer Ravena. I kind of like frittered off before I was going to ask him about the World Cup. I was wanting to get his thoughts about what was going to happen with the Philippines. But anyway, the black team leading at 49-36. Anthony and yeah, what a nice guy Kiefer Ravena is. I know you get to see him a lot more than I do since you know you've come into contact with him so many times. But it's always great to see guys like that involved in the game.
Oh, always a pleasure to have him on any program, and we're happy we have him here for the coverage. And a little bit later on, we're going to have Matthew Wright, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be at the halftime break. So right after the second quarter, stick around because we're going to have Matthew Wright joining us. But right now, enjoy the action here, Jeff. Once again, Shinoyama back on the court.
Yeah, Shinoyama, he just looks like he's having the time of his life out here. Josh Scott reminding everybody of usually when he gets the ball in the low post, nobody's going to stop him. Oh, Jack Cooley, I thought he was going to pull up and hit another three.
So did I.
Oh, pretty nice ball movement there by the black team. Actually looking pretty organized for an all-star game.
Nice. Togashi showcasing his speed.
That was a nice take by Togashi. Now the turnover. Buford. Oh, behind the back. Oh, a little bit of shake and bake from Namizato, and Cooley. It comes down hard on him.
On his former teammate.
Oh, goodness
and
me.
Another slam.
Unbelievable. Save aside.
Number 4, Jeff.
He is absolutely on a mission today, folks, to show you some dunks after yesterday.
And after what Jeff said that he's going to get 10 here, he's almost halfway there.
Yeah, I kind of lost track when we were doing the interview with Kiefer. I don't know if he had any, but yeah, he's got 4.
And look at this. Fishing a foul from Shinoyama. Shinoyama doesn't agree. He's looking up at the big screen saying, no, I didn't touch him. Let's see. Oh, there was a little grab.
I don't know. I thought he got him on the right arm a little bit.
I agree. Definitely he did. But Shinoyama was looking up at the widescreen. I don't know what he was looking at, Jeff.
Yeah.
It was clearly
I think we're going to have to call him. We're going to have to call him Showtime Shinoyama. A little bit of alliteration. Because he is definitely taking center stage today.
And Togashi saying, hey, don't forget, I was outside the arc, so that's 3 shots. Ooh, he's going to miss the second. And you know what Shinoyama's saying, Jeff? Ball don't lie.
Shinoyama's, yeah, exactly. Or the basketball gods. For making their ruling.
So he's going to make 2 out of 3 there.
Okay, so this is. So he clearly, with the he must have heard Shinoyama, or was he putting some type of hex on him?
Well, it worked. He missed the second free throw.
So the pass out to Edwards. 12-point lead for Shinoyama.
He's looking for an assist, and he's going to get one.
Well, that was a nice, nice stroke.
That's an open three. Going to be knocked down there by Hasegawa.
And three-point shooting looks a little bit better today. It was a missed by Hirao. 2:02 remaining in the first half.
Cooley playing point
Hasegawa
guard.
missing from the corner. Yep. Oh, we know. Oh, Schaefer. Strong with the basketball.
And Shinoyama says, I fouled you before you took off. So it's got to be sideline.
He is definitely, by his sheer character today, captivated this crowd. Shinoyama. It's almost as if he's been a paid entertainer today to come out and show this side of him.
But you know, Jeff, we
was
might
definitely-
not see him in the second half. He's got 3 personal fouls. He might
Something
be the
tells me
first
he
player
would-
in All-Star game history to foul out.
Yeah. Something tells me if that happens, as we see the Gavin Edwards three-pointer, Shinoyama would still take center stage on the bench or going into the crowd or something.
I agree.
Okay, a chance for the Whites to get a little bit closer here in the first half. Oh, nice bounce pass. And nice finish again by Hasegawa.
So quickly he's got 5 points, but they're going to give a layup on the other end. Nice smile there from Hirao. Why not? He just scored.
Schaefer, will it be his 4-3? Yes, it
Oh,
will.
no. That's 4. He's 4 out of 4 for 14 points. And he hasn't missed from 3, Jeff.
I think he must have drawn some inspiration yesterday from the three-point shooting contest. He has been sensational. And how about that
There's
man?
Josh Smith answering right back. He's got 2.
Uh-oh. Showtime Shinoyama gets rid of it. So 5-second differential, the game clock and the shot clock. I don't think they're going to be too concerned about taking time off the clock here. Shinoyama.
Shinoyama, his first shot. Now they're going to go for the last
Namizato.
shot. It's a steal by Josh.
Uh-oh. And going in and laying it up and in for the last points of the first half. Uto. So a little bit of work to do for the white team as they go to halftime. It's the Blacks on top, 66-55 here at the break.
Oh my goodness, I'm just so surprised at the shooting of Avi Koki Schaefer. He is 4 out of 4 from downtown, Jeff.
Yeah, there's a lot of talking points in that first half, whether it's been the theatrics of Shinoyama, the dunking of Seba Size, the shooting of Schaefer and Cooley.
Well, they're gonna
There's a
head
lot
into
to
the
like
locker
about
room
this
now.
All-Star game.
Oh, definitely. We're going to be
I think
joined by
maybe- I'm with
Matthew
you. I
Wright
think-
in a little bit.
I think the biggest surprise for me is Schaefer hitting the threes. I mean, he has just been absolutely sizzling hot as we see Furukawa here, who is trying to get those points ups, getting ahead on the fast break and scoring those easy layups.
But at least now he's smiling, Jeff. Yesterday he was giving us the poker face before he actually went out for the three-point shot.
It was definitely a little bit hard to figure out Furukawa yesterday if he was really serious or joking or what. But happy Furukawa has has returned to the court today. And I guess to be a part of this All-Star game, that's how it would be. Yeah, so we're going to see we're going to speak to Matthew Wright, but first of all, Furcal was saying, yeah, we need to defend a little bit more, a little bit more. But he's happy that a lot of fans have come, and also there's still a lot of time to go in this one. Yeah, it looks like the pressure is off for him today. He tried to dunk, but he's promising that he'll try again.
No, I think he should promise to take a few more threes. That's really more up his alley.
Now, all of these guys.
It's so nice to be able to hear from all these players on the sidelines in the middle of the game, Jeff.
And he also said they're definitely going to fight in the second half. So I don't know if he's being serious or not. But I think Matthew Reddy is right. Matthew Wright is ready to join us. Got to watch him yesterday
Matthew.
in the Rising Stars Challenge.
Hey, Matthew, can you hear us? Hey, Matthew, Anthony, and Jeff here. Can you hear us? I see you moving your lips, but I don't think I can hear you. We might be experiencing some technical difficulties. Can you hear us, Matthew?
Well, I can say that
Matthew
Matthew Wright, he's wearing that Cincinnati Reds hat. I don't know what that's about.
Well, we can ask him. There we go.
Hey,
Matthew.
Yes. And to answer the Cincinnati Reds question, I'm a baseball fan, but I needed a red color hat, so.
Oh, okay. That makes two of us. I'm a big fan as well. And we're also a real big fan of you, Matthew. I mean, you really put on the show yesterday like you always do. Obviously, you've been playing basketball for a long time, and it really shows through your play out there.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Matthew,
was that your son that we saw you with yesterday?
Yes, that was my son. He unfortunately he fell on his way to the court, so he was crying the whole time. It wasn't a picture perfect moment, but what can you do?
Well, it's something you're going to look back on anyhow. Talk to us about your experience here in the All-Star game. The All-Star weekend.
It was amazing. It's just it was a huge honor to represent Kyoto and also obviously the Philippines. Being the lone representative for my team, I take a lot of pride in that, and I don't take that for granted at all. And it was just ran very smoothly, very professional. The production was amazing, I'm sure you guys saw on TV with the performances and just everything. Like how they decorated the court. It looked like almost like an NBA All-Star game. So it was just very well run, and it's just a testament to the Japanese, their culture and then the way they operate and how they do things.
What's the attraction, Matthew, to playing in Japan? You've played in North America, you played in the Philippines, and I guess Japan must be a interesting, different, fun experience for you.
Oh, for sure. I've been all over the place. Japan it was too hard to pass up. One was playing with Rana, Coach Rana, on since we have history from my high school days in Toronto, so that was definitely a big selling point. But just being able to come to a country with so much history, culture. I was a history major in college, so we learned a lot about just the Japanese, the history of Japan and a lot of in Asia for that matter, but just the warrior culture and the food, and it was just a very fascinating place to be, and just being able to be in a league that's on the rise, and is going to be one of the best leagues in the world very soon. It was too hard to pass up.
Matthew, obviously you talked about the connection with Coach Rana. Did that help you make the transition to your playing in the B-League a whole lot easier?
Yes, it a lot of other teams were recruiting me before that, but I did feel a comfort level, and I also knew Coach Coach Rana's history and his winning pedigree. He's won at every level, from high school, college, professional. So I just wanted to be a part of a winning culture of a team. As you know, I was 6 years with Phoenix in the PBA, and I had some great years with them. But it was very frustrating not being able to climb the top of the mountain and get over that hump. So I just wanted to, at the end of the day, it's about winning. And, I just wanted to win, or at least be in the position to, play for a championship in the future with the right, pedigree and the right culture in the team.
Anthony, I'm really, I love the fact that you go back to your college days and say that you majored in history and you bring it into this interview. I'm sure that it just goes to show that college education is, you carry it with you for the rest of your life. Listen, I've seen you play for the Philippines going back to the Asia Cup in Lebanon. Has that chapter closed in your life, or is there a possibility that we might see you play at the World Cup?
Oh, I'll never close that door. If I'm always open. Everybody knows my status when it comes to that. If they come knocking, I'm ready to pack my bags whenever. That's just one of the probably one of my best moments playing basketball was with the national team, and just hearing that national anthem before the game, it always gives me goosebumps. And just being able to travel around the world is, you're very fortunate to do so, and to represent the Philippines, obviously, with the fan base. And like I said, some of my fondest memories have been wearing a Gilas jersey. So that chapter will never close. Hopefully they'll consider me for the World Cup. I would love to go, and that's definitely something I wanted to cross off my bucket list, is to play in the World Cup.
Well, we're hoping we get to see you in the World Cup. Are there a lot of Filipinos over in the Kyoto area, and at the games, are they all over you just like they used to be here in the PBA?
I don't think there's that big of a population in Kyoto. I know there's more in Osaka, which is pretty close by. But I have run into a few of them at McDonald's, and other random restaurants, and they'll mention that they're OFW workers, and we'll take pictures. And it's just nice to feel the love and the hospitality that Pinoys have. That's one thing I do miss, and just be able to speak the language again. But Kiefer has said that there's a Philippine restaurant in Kyoto, so I might when I get back, I might hit it up to get some sisig and some some adobo and that kind of stuff.
Missing some of the food already, huh?
Yeah, the food here is great. Don't get me wrong. I don't think I've had a bad meal in Japan. But some of the comfort food you grew up with, it's tough to find, and sometimes I miss it from time to time.
So Kyoto, what can we expect from them for the rest of the season, Matthew?
We're improving as a team. I know the record doesn't necessarily show, how good we can be, but we've lost a lot of games at within 2 or 3 possessions at the end. So our record could have been a lot different. We're a young team. I think the average age of our local players is under 24 years old. So we have the right the culture and everything is set. We just have to work on it. Like anything, it takes some time. And all the best teams in the B.LEAGUE have been together for 2, 3, 4 years. So it's a project, but we're going to continue to remain diligent. We have a saying, kawaranai, which means unbreakable in Japanese. So we just have to stick to it and keep chopping wood, as they say.
Matthew, it's been great.
From a personal point of view, any goals that you're setting?
Honestly, my only goal now, I've been playing for a while, and I've had individual goals and all that stuff. But the older I get, it's right now it's just about ending the season healthy, being as healthy as possible, taking care of my body. Just being able to play in itself is, I'm already grateful for that. So I know all of those individual accolades and and those things come with winning and come with team success. So that follows that. So just continue to help the young guys on our team, give them guidance, sometimes some tough love, but whatever helps them get to the level that we need to be, and just be a leader out there.
Matthew, it's been a joy having you with us. Make sure your son's okay. I'm sure he's recovered from that little tumble. Great insight into you, your background, your life in Japan, and we'll be pulling for you, and we'll be putting some messages out on the social media. You need to be in that Gilas team for the World Cup. So best of luck for the rest of the season with Kyoto.
I appreciate it.
All the
Jeff.
best,
Thank
Matthew.
You. Thank you, guys.
Take care.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
We good?
B リーグサポーティングカンパニーズ、ソニーミュージックエンタテインメント、朝日新聞、日本経済新聞社、大塚製薬、野村工芸社、EY ジャパン、ヤフー、B リーグサプライヤーズ、ボルテン、チャンピオン、B リーグコミュニケーションパートナー、ライン、B リーグスポーツ振興パートナー、スポーツくじウィナー。
Well, 66-55, the Blacks on top of the Whites here at the Japanese B.LEAGUE All-Star Game, and we've seen some fun times, Anthony, and we've had some great interviews. Really enjoyed speaking so far to Kiefer Ravana and Matthew Wright.
And the day's not yet done, Jeff, because ladies and gentlemen, stick around after the third quarter. We're going to have Brandon Jawato joining us. So, again, more interviews here with me and Jeff. And at the same time, we've got the third and fourth quarter coming up when we might just see a little bit more defense, especially if it's close in the fourth period.
Especially if you believe Furukawa, because that's what he was saying.
That's what he was
I will
promising.
believe it. I will believe it when I see it. But we have...
I'm with you there.
So major talking points from that first half. You have to tip your hat to Shunayama. He was absolutely Mr. Showtime, the way he was acting out on the court. Also, Avi Schaefer with his 4 makes from three-point range and his many attempts. And Sebastian Saiz, Seba Saiz, with his high-flying theatrics around the rim, really coming out and dunking it like there was no tomorrow.
You know, both these teams curiously shot 29 threes. And the black team made 12. 7 was made by the white. So it's 41% as compared to 24% from 3. And I think that has been the difference here today.
Well, how about the white? Not messing around. Makoto Hiyajima out of the full bodysuit and driving straight to the rim.
And you saw Saiz had his camera already on the bench. There he is once again. Can he take a picture of himself dunking?
I'm sure he must be giving that camera to somebody when he's out. Oh, no, he tucks it away. I think it probably costs a little bit of money. He doesn't want to. Anyway, Perrin Buford's been relatively quiet. Of course, every game that he plays, he's got that all-star quality. He could still yet. Looks like Hiyajima really wants to get involved.
Well, he might have
Edwards.
an assist here. Yes, he does. As Gavin Edwards knocks down that 3.
Well, Gavin Edwards and Ivy Schaefer coming out and really tickling the twine, shall we say, from three-point range. Ryan Rossiter.
Gonna bring it in, but steps on the sideline. And the entire bench says, no, he didn't.
I am amazed
give
at how
them-
many times that happens in a basketball game.
That's right. Always threading the needle there, huh?
So certainly the
Again,
white
showcasing
playing with a
his
little bit
dribbling
more
and
sense of
another
urgency.
assist. And now we're going to have the showman, Shinoyama, being interviewed.
I think that's what he wanted all along. He wanted to take over.
It's a 4-point lead by the black. One stood as high as 14.
Well, the black have done the good work getting the lead, and now Rossiter scores from the baseline.
I think Buford's got to call his own number every now and then.
Another 3, and the 3 is good from Tsuji.
This is the closest that white has been.
Well, Vendram not having any of it. He's going to take it back up to a 5-point lead. Tsuji again. Is there a better big in the B League than Rossiter handling the ball in transition?
I don't think there is. And his court vision is exceptional, as you can see there, finding the open shooter in the corner.
He does indeed. He finds Kawamura, who, remember, was the leading vote getter for the All-Star game, and that's why he is the captain of the black team.
So Rossiter making his captain happy by spotting him up there with a dime.
I think there has to be an unwritten rule that you make sure you give the captain plenty of opportunities if he got the most votes.
That's right. Boy, Kawamura has been such a revelation here this season, hasn't he? Hasn't he been, Jeff? Ooh!
Oh, he has. And yeah, there are no shortage of terrific point guards in Japan. That's for sure. That's going to be another. No, Buford flies in, gets the ball back, and then they share it, and another 2 points.
And a three-point
And
play
foul.
opportunity here for Gavin Edwards. One of the few times we've seen a foul being called.
It's almost a shock when it happens, isn't it? The whistle blows.
But don't forget, Shinoyama has 3 personal fouls. That could be one of the reasons why he's not here. Start of the third.
So Hiyajima, nice assist. And it was Fuji with the foul, the reach.
I guess the referees want to get in on the action as well. instead of just running up and down the court.
Gavin Edwards having himself quite a game. He's got 9 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. And another
I want to see
rebound.
him go back to Josh Smith.
He's going to get a double-double today, isn't he?
I think he will.
That flies, he gets an assist.
Exact same result. Gavin Edwards with the offensive rebound and put back.
Goodness me, those stats going up for Gavin Edwards. So Gavin Edwards taking center stage as the Whites keep this thing close. And Dio Katani calling a timeout. Oh, notice Sasa quite animated over there in the huddle. So I'm going to put you on the spot, Anthony. Who do you think is this season in the B-League? Who would you say is the MVP so far?
Oh, my goodness. There are a lot of really good performers. Just so many to choose from. You got to give me a few more minutes. Because even Yuki Togashi and the Chiba Jets, you know, right now they have the best record. So he might have to be one of the front runners. But there are still other performers doing just so well this season. So hard to pinpoint just one.
You also have Gavin Edwards for Chiba. And he's coming out here and getting it done in this third quarter.
Shinoyama's going to be checking back in. That's why he's got that smile. And I think he wants to score.
Oh, nice pump fake. Oh,
That
no.
was
They
definitely
came
a
away with
3-second violation.
I think that was Shinoyama's fault. He needed to go ahead and put that up. And
There's my
Togashi!
MVP so far here for the first half of the season. Yuki Togashi. Now we're going to have Leo on the mic.
The funny thing is, but going back to that timeout, Sasa was so animated, yelling at his players. He was saying, "Get the rebounds."
Well, sometimes it's hard to be able to get the rebound, Jeff, when the other team is knocking down all their shots.
Also, I missed it earlier when we saw Shinoyama talking. He was really he was being interviewed on Japanese TV by Kai Taves. And he was telling him to join the All-Stars because Kai's already a star, which I think we would both agree with that. There's Shinoyama missing it from deep.
Are we going to have dunk number 5? No, we're going to have a fadeaway.
Well, so
Come
far
on, Saeed. We
today,
need something going towards the basket. Is that going to be 5 for 5? Oh, no!
oh my goodness. Who in the world saw this coming from Avi Schaefer? And that's dunk number 5 right there, isn't it, from Seba Scythe?
Yes, it is. Okay, so the question I think will be, who will have more threes compared to more dunks? So far, it's 5 for Saiz, 5 for Schaefer.
And also, you know, in terms of the points, it's starting to look like Schaefer and Seiss could be head-to-head in the race for the MVP of this game, but a long way to go. How about Togashi launching it from a long way out?
This is going to be the first taste of the lead for White at 78-77. And it's short-lived.
It was. Scythe just keeps pouring into points. And now it's free-flowing, and Furukawa goes up and gets another. That's all he's doing today is making layups.
They're going to post up inside. And they're trying to take advantage of the size mismatch there. Uto. And they're asking for an unsportsmanlike foul. There, see Josh.
Not playing the ball. There's a three-point attempt. Size with another board. Hands it off to Shinuyama. And I don't know if that was a shot or a pass because he missed it so badly. And Schaefer gets out and runs. Boy, he's taken over, isn't he?
Yes, he is. And that's what we're more accustomed to seeing him do. Play inside, slamming it.
Jack Cooley with an answer. Going back and forth now. And the Whites have definitely turned this thing around. Tagashi rattles it in.
That is his favorite spot. Taking that three. Oh, we wanted another dunk.
It was still a nice finish, though, wasn't it? Kind of a twisting, full extension, reverse.
He has 20 points in the ball game. He only trails the 19 of Schaefer.
Oh, if this goes, I'm just going to get up and get out of here.
That would
Oh,
have been
boy.
6.
That was Schaefer. You can't blame him, but I think when Schaefer goes back to his club, they're going to be drawing him up some plays to put him up from deep. Oh, nice follow by Cooley.
That is what we're more accustomed to seeing. Our very first tie of the ball game at 85 all.
All batted out by Scott. And a three-pointer is good. So Kanemaru. Feels like the white team has the bit between the teeth right now. They're going for the win. And Sabasize commits the foul.
One of those take fouls that you normally see in a regular game, not in an all-star game.
That was a nice pass by Tagashi. That escaped me. So Schaefer with 19 points, Size with 20 points, 9 rebounds. Here's Schaefer again. Oh, are you kidding me? He has just moved into pole position. Why wasn't that man in the three-point shooting contest yesterday? Unbelievable.
He is 6 out of 7.
Now, Size saying anything you can do, I can do too, or better.
So it's 23 points for Size. It's 22 for Schaefer.
Oh.
Schaefer gets blocked.
Oh, boy. Here comes another dunk from Size. I thought he took off too soon, but is able to dunk it. Wow.
That's going to give him 25. And he's now 3 ahead of Schaefer.
And Scott scores down low, though the White continue to lead, and running down the floor and flushing it is Cooley. A nice flow to this All-Star game here in the third quarter. Nice play by Hirao. And Kanemaru again. But quickly, well, these teams not. You know, we're going to be up on the 130s in this game at this rate.
I wouldn't be surprised, especially if they continue to hit their threes the way they are. There's another one!
Schaefer.
Only his second miss.
He has set such a high standard now, Schaefer hitting those threes. Oh, boy, that was a beautiful release from Imamura. He's got 6 points. And the Blacks go back in front with the go-ahead three.
Final seconds. Another three on the way. Yes!
Wow, Kanemaru has heated up in this third quarter, hasn't he? And with that, the white team have moved back in front. 10 minutes to go. And I think it's safe to say that was the best quarter for the White. Look at that, 44 points. And they've got a 99-97 advantage.
Or they were trailing most of this match, and all of a sudden, this huge explosion. We're going to have Brandon Jawato joining us in just a bit, so hang around for that. But again, Jeff, tremendous shooting shown by both squads, but out of the ordinary, Avi Schaefer showing us he can join the three-point shootout next year.
Apparently Brandon's not ready yet. He's probably over there working on his dance moves before he comes on. So yeah, so it's anybody's guess right now who's going to get the MVP this game, or who would be the MVP. It's hard to look past that guy right there for the White team, the way he has stroked that three-pointer.
So right now, I believe Brandon Jawato is ready, so let's welcome him into the coverage. Brandon, how are you doing? Anthony here together with Jeff.
Hi Anthony. Hi Jeff. I'm doing fabulous. How are you guys?
Brandon,
tell us about your experience.
Yeah,
Man, was a beautiful weekend. I had a great time, and I just want to say thank you to the B.LEAGUE for putting on this platform for our Asian quota players.
Brandon, who's teaching you all those dance moves? That was like the main talking point yesterday.
Yes.
So how has this whole experience been for you? You played in the Rising Stars yesterday, and is it a nice break to have during the season to have something like this to kind of take the pressure off?
Yes, it's been a great little reset. It's good to be around all the guys and be with all the Asia quota players. So I had a wonderful time.
You know, this has been 2 years in the making, Brandon. This should have happened last year. So finally that it's happened now, has it blown you away just like it's blown away the fans?
Yes, it definitely has. I wish we could play in Okinawa the following year, but I just want to thank all the fans here in MITO for coming out and showing great energy.
So, Brandon, have you got a lot more fans in Indonesia now that are pulling for you, watching you play in Japan?
Yes, of course, and I just want to say thank you to all the fans in Indonesia, as well as here in Japan and the Philippines.
You know, are you surprised at, you know, how popular you are now, Brandon? Because obviously, you know, everybody knows Brandon Jawato wherever he walks.
Well, I'm just so grateful, man, to be here in the B.LEAGUE and be playing basketball at a high level.
How do you see basketball in Japan right now in terms of where it is as a professional league and the players that it attracts? And is it, you know, once you experience something like this, I mean, you just want to stay, don't you, as opposed to moving on to somewhere else?
Yeah, I definitely want to stay here. It's a great brand of basketball. Guys plays very hard. They pick up 94 feet, and the ball pressure is amazing. And yeah, it's just a great league and very professionally ran.
Brandon, you've seen exactly what happened with 30 Ravenna coming over to the B.LEAGUE, and all of a sudden, the next couple of years, so many Filipino players heading over to Japan to play. Are you expecting that same thing to happen now that you're in the B.LEAGUE? More players from Indonesia will be coming over. Could you hear us?
Excuse me,
Hear the
sorry,
question?
somebody was calling.
Okay. No, the question is, you saw exactly what happened with 30, and now so many Filipino players are playing the B.LEAGUE. Are you expecting the same thing to happen now that you're there? More Indonesian players will follow.
That's a tough question,
hear us?
Anthony.
Can you hear us?
I don't know if you're hearing him, Brandon. He's talking about how many Indonesian players might follow you to come to Japan.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Someone's calling. I couldn't really hear the question, but yes. Hopefully, some Indonesian players can make their way out to Japan. But I just really am grateful that the B.LEAGUE gives us this platform for all Asian quota players.
Brandon, where do you see basketball in Japan right now, in terms of popularity, in terms of where do you see basketball in terms of popularity, in terms of kids wanting to play basketball in this country, and how important, I guess, is it from the club standpoint that you guys are providing an example for all of these kids in Japan, that they can see this potentially as a sport that they want to play at a high level?
I believe it's definitely evolving, and I hope that we can continue to inspire the youth and just educate them.
Are you doing a lot of that when you with your club side? I mean, do you actually go out and interact with the young players or the clubs?
Yes, we do. We do signees, we do photo sessions, and I'm happy that today we did a junior NBA camp, and hopefully we can do some more during the season.
Anthony and I were talking about who we think is going to be the. Sorry, go ahead, Anthony.
No, I was just wondering how was the experience there with the junior NBA program?
Man, that was amazing. I'm just so happy we were able to put a smile on the kids' faces and inspire them, and yeah, it was just a great time.
Out of all of these players that we're watching right now, which ones are you good friends with, or which ones do you really enjoy watching the most?
Sebastian Size, great player. I believe he's gonna win MVP of this game. Also, Avi Schaefer, my teammate. Mako from Utsunomiya Bracks.
And what about Avi Schaefer and his three-point shooting? Is this something that you see him do?
Tonight.
You don't want to take that guy on in a three-point shooting contest. Unbelievable.
Was he hitting those kind of shots even in practice?
Yes, he does. He definitely hits some of those shots in practice.
Okay, well, listen, Brandon, it's been great talking to you. Thanks for taking time away. I know you want to get back out and watch the game, and congratulations on being a part of this. And we look forward to watching you play more this season, and also for Indonesia. And it's all things plus right now for you, my friend.
Thank you, Anthony. Thank you, Jeff. Happy New Year's. Nice
Happy
talking
New
to you
Year.
guys.
Happy New Year.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, Anthony, I can't believe we've got a head coach challenge.
You know, I've seen everything. Yesterday, we had a player appealing the score that was given to him during the slam dunk competition. Now we're going to have a coach's challenge. Let's see. So who touched it last?
Looks like it went off the black.
But the thing was
Fuji, was he out of bounds
he
already?
stepping out of bounds already? Or did
the
it
ball
hit him
go
on
back
the way
and hit
out?
him? Well, they're going to slow this thing
That
down
might
and
have
look at
hit
it.
Chuji on the way out. That's why Fuji's complaining. He says, I saw him, it hit his behind.
So what do you think about the video technology in the game now with the coach's challenge? Oh, good. I'm glad. So that would be my main complaint sometimes, is that it delays the game too long. And this time they made a quick decision. And I guess as long as that happens, I'm okay with that.
I understand exactly where you're coming from. At the end of the day, as far as I'm concerned, as long as they get it right, and especially if it's a crucial call,
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. But I do know that it does take a lot of the flow out of the game.
Well, that was a good-looking play. Just didn't finish, and now the Whites have a chance to go back in front. And it begs the question, will Schaefer come back out on the court and attempt another three? He's been good today. He's been crunch time. Here goes Buford. Uh-oh, it's showtime for Perrin Buford. Nope, didn't finish.
That's what I'd like to see. Call out his own number every now and then. Another slam?
Size
No.
might have gotten it. Uh-oh, and, well, no surprise. Got to make him happy. Kawamura's hit a couple of threes today. I suppose if that part of his game becomes lethal, the ability to knock down those three-pointers, that is a huge, I mean, that is a must for him if he is going to achieve what he wants to in this sport. His ball handling, his speed, the three-point shot, and nice play down low. Size finishes it, and the Black go back up by 6 points. 27 for Seba Scythe. 9 rebounds. Still a long way to go in this one. And after the game, there is going to be the MVP vote and the award ceremony. And that was the captain, Kawamura. So right now, the captain 9 points, 27 for Scythe, 10 rebounds in fact. 11 apiece for Otsuka and Hirao. Smith has 10, that's for the Black team. And for the White team, 14 points for Tagashi, along with 8 assists. And that man right there, Avi Schaefer, who has indeed checked back in crunch time here. He's got 22 points. And get this, folks, you can't say it enough. He's hit 6 3-pointers today. And he's got 5 rebounds, 13 points for Gavin Edwards, along with 8 rebounds. And Furukawa has 10 points and 4 rebounds.
Well, right now, Jeff, it's winning time. 4:34 remaining here in this All-Star game. Who will take it? Will it be Black? Will it be White? Most of this game, Black has been leading. But in the third quarter, it was all the White squad. Let's see what transpires here in the final minutes. Oh! And he still can't get it down.
Surely that was traveling. And it leads. Hey, you know what that is? That's a 4-point swing. So I suppose the idea was there was going to be a dunk. Is that right?
That's right. For the team captain, that really would have made him ecstatic. That would have been his first slam dunk in a game ever.
They're going to try to. And Cooley with the putback. It kind of reminded me of a rugby play, the way they kind of picked him up and carried him forward. And Tagashi draws the foul from 3-point range.
Fuji's not liking that call. That's going to be his second time he got fouled taking a 3.
How is it? How does he not make this? He's right there. Yeah, it was the dunk attempt. Can you believe it?
You know why? Because he brought it down. If he stuffed it while he was at the top of his jump, that would have been through. And everybody disappointed.
I would like to see them try that with Josh Smith. Pick him up and see if he could dunk it.
Josh is not even going to ask him to try.
So Tagashi is going to finish with a double-double most likely today. He's got 9 assists. He's already got 15 points. So potentially could be sneaking into the MVP race here, which is no surprise.
That's going to be very hard to choose an MVP here.
Well, I'm with Brandon. I think Brandon Jawado said it. Save a scythe if the black team wins, and if the white team, I think it's looking more and more like Schaefer or Tagashi. There's Leo.
And now you see they're
Although
rebounding
Gavin
a little
Edwards-
bit more.
Gavin Edwards could also be an MVP candidate. His third quarter was pretty sensational. Here's Tagashi.
Oh, Tagashi hits.
Well, when you play well in winning time, that does help your case.
They said forget about Abby Schaefer.
And Sice, well, Schaefer wasn't going to give away the dunk there. He's got 29 points. He's probably going to have... He's going to have some words with the B.LEAGUE analyst who gave him initially the 8 yesterday, but going down the lane, Edwards and Iajima enjoying that. Well, Edwards with 17 points and 10 rebounds.
So making a strong case for himself once again. A 3 on the outside.
Wow, Fuji.
Yuma Fuji is one of those players you cannot leave open.
Tagashi, oh, rattled out.
Now the captain's going to hold on to this one. Use clock.
Well, I'm not so
Maybe
sure.
not.
He launches. Come on, Size. You've got enough points. You've already given your MVP credentials. All beautiful bounce pass, but then Drom can't come up with it. Now Tagashi and Fuji commits the foul.
Because he wants to hit the bench because there are 3 players getting ready to check in. And now Coach Sasa wants to use he wants to use his coach's challenge. Maybe saying that was an unsportsmanlike foul. He wasn't going for
I
the
don't
ball
like that.
there.
I know it's an all-star game. I don't like that foul. Come on. Who wants to see a player commit a foul when Tagashi has it right before he gets to mid-court in the open floor? He might do something dazzling. I think just the sheer act. So they're going to challenge it. Is he playing the ball? That's the question. Oh. Yeah, I see what you mean. He's not really made. They could call the unsportsmanlike here.
Well, Coach Sasa now pulling out all the stops because it is winning time. Fuji's going to be so disappointed with this one. He's going to say, I should have at least tried to go for the ball. Here we go.
Oh,
Ooh,
he didn't get
regular
it.
Foul.
He did not get it. Nora Sasa can't believe
He
it.
wasn't going for the ball, Jeff.
I agree. I'm with you. I don't want to criticize the ref.
Fuji saying, Coach, sit down.
Oh, well, plenty of time. Guess the referee's saying you guys are going to have to win it on the court. We're not going to give you a present. Oh, interesting pass from Iajima.
Now will they use some clock? They're only up by 4. Only a 2-possession ball game.
I think that full bodysuit may have impacted Hiajima's performance today. I'm not sure he's felt the same ever since he had to put that thing on before the game.
Could have. Could have.
Oh,
This
nice
might
dribbling.
just be game.
He's
No, it's
fouled.
not.
Oh, they don't call the foul. It looked like there was a bump from the Whites.
Both these coaches
Oh,
have
what a
used their
rejection
timeouts
from
already.
Rossiter.
There's some defense.
A little trash talking. Look at that. And now Rossiter coming into the frame. We got a minute to go. This is going to hurt if it goes. It does from the captain.
And that's why he is the #1 vote getter. Another defensive play, but Josh Scott's going to put that through, though.
Well, the Whites have to play near perfect basketball the rest of the way if they're going to have a chance to come back from 5 points down.
This press. Suddenly, we're seeing
12
some
points.
defense.
They're like, what? We only have a minute left. We got to play some D. Oh, look at that.
Shot clock down to
Nice.
3.
Rossiter off 1 foot. And the violation, well, in a way, it was almost as good as a basket because they took so much time off the clock. 27.9 seconds. Tagashi, I think you can. Yeah, you're looking at a 3 here from either Hiyajima or Tagashi. Tagashi puts it up and makes the 3. Look out.
Now they got a foul. But the problem is they're so far away from being in the penalty.
Why didn't they just play defense and try to come up with this, force the backcourt violate, or the,
Well, that's right. That's a good point. But I think they were worried about the fact that there was only 23 seconds remaining in the game clock. I see they try to play it here. Ooh, they're going to foul again.
Well, free throws are definitely going to come into it here. The black team are going to have to make free throws if they want to salt this away, if they want to seal the victory here in Mito.
Togashi's got 4 personal fouls.
And they have fouled Kawamura, the captain. And now the black team asking for the unsportsmanlike. But I think they've already used their coach's challenge, haven't they?
Yes, they have. So both coaches have used theirs already. Shinoyama wants to get back into the action.
Okay, so now they're over the limit.
You know what,
and
Jeff?
free throws.
Without that foul, that would have been an 8-second violation.
That's right. They never did get. Oh wait, they don't reset it. I think they reset it, don't they?
But they still got to get it past the half court in 8 seconds.
Well, we're gonna have to get that down to the. Okay, the referees. They're talking about it right now. Let's see.
But that last foul is going to put the white in the penalty, so it's going to be free throws. Will it be an 8-second violation? No, they're going to let it go.
I thought they were already over the limit. They definitely are now. So free throws coming. Kawamura, the captain, with the 12 points, the 4 assists, and all the pressure in the world on his shoulders.
And Togashi telling him, you know what, if you split it, let me hit a 3-point shot, let's go into overtime.
Shinoyama's saying, just put this one to bed.
Will he say night-night?
Well, he won the G-Shock Challenge yesterday. He's the captain. Fuji with the Fuji film. Oh no, he ran out of film. Oh no, he's got it.
This to make it a 2-possession lead.
Yeah, he still won't put it to bed if he makes it. And I think they definitely know they don't want to foul him. He looked pretty good on those free throws. Tagashi is going to launch it for 3. And Rossiter rebounds, and the black are going to win it. Well, the captain celebrating the victory, and the blacks win it 127 to 123.
It is a close affair, though. After being down by as much as 16 points, White made a game out of it. Another totally entertaining all-star game. And the biggest winners once again here today are the fans. So now we get to choose, Jeff. Who do you think will be the MVP? Could it be Saiz? Could it be the captain?
Yeah. I think it'll be Saiz. Save a Saiz. I think the numbers are just too much to go to look past. 29 points, 13 rebounds. He kind of set the tone early on with his dunking. He was on a mission. He's been the finals MVP before, hasn't he? He's been a dunking contest winner, and he just wants to tick the boxes. But who knows? Stranger things have happened. Could see Kawamura make it, 14 points, 4 assists. Could see Cooley, 18 points, 12 rebounds. It's a quiet 18 and 12, isn't it, for Jack Cooley?
That's right. And he played inside and outside. He had 1 3. He had a couple of dunks.
Also, Size was 1 of 2 from three-point range.
And
Okay, so they want you to
choices.
vote. Well, Shiniyama might get the MVP just because of the way he was carrying himself.
Got to be Saiz.
So fans can go to the B.LEAGUE and vote on Twitter. And, well, once you bring the fans into it, everything's just out the window. You don't know what's going to happen.
It might be coming from the losing squad.
It could be. And in fairness, maybe it adds more intrigue to the process. So it could be a crushing disappointment for Seba Saiz, having missed out on the final of the dunking contest. Now his odds of winning the MVP, I think, have become a little longer.
I think Shiniyama's going to be the MVP. I have a funny feeling Shiniyama's going to be MVP.
8 dunks today. Tell us about those dunks.
You know, I was kind of mad about yesterday because they didn't come in, so I had to dunk some more today.
昨日ダンクコンテストで勝てなかったからやはり今日たくさんダンクを決めて今日8本のダンク決めましたけどたくさんダンクを決めて
I told you that was the case. He was upset about yesterday.
Okay, tell us why you are deserving of this MVP.
I think that anybody deserves it over here. You know, we are great players. We came here to have fun. You know, now up to the fans, you know, to vote for us. So I hope they vote for me, but I will be happy anyway.
ファンの皆さんが僕に投票してくれるといいけど、だけどみんな MVP にふさわしいから、でもまずね僕に投票してくださいということでした。
That was a silent campaigning there from Saiz once again.
選手に伺います。今チームメイトからチームメイトにはなぜ俺というね声も聞こえましたけど、MVP 候補にふさわしいと思わないんですかご自身？
思わないだろう。逆にひどいぞこれは B リーグ。こんなところに出して俺をやめてくれ。いやダメ。皆さんちゃんと勝ったチームの活躍した選手が MVP を取るのがあれですから。もう出てなんでもないです。
でもこれは途中経過
You don't think you don't deserve the MVP? He's asked. Of course not. Please vote for the players from the winning team, he says.
コートで活躍した人がこういうのちゃんと取るべきです。皆さんいいですね。そこのリテラシーしっかりしましょう。はい。
でもオールスターじゃないですか。パフォーマンスでは MVP だと思います。いかがですか？
それでいいから。この MVP は違う。みんなの心の中の MVP で。
Players who worked on the court should take the MVP.
ちゃんとしましょう。ちゃんとしよう。
That was very gracious. I would have thought he would have said that he deserved it.
心の中での MVP になるかもしれません。そして残念ながら負けてはしまいましたが、今途中
I'm curious to see what this gentleman
He
says.
he said he would be happy to be the MVP in your hearts. Shiniyama.
昨日の記者会見で MVP 狙うと言いましたけど、MVP は勝ったチームから出してほしい。
I think Togashi's going to campaign for himself.
はい、やっぱちょっとね負けて MVP 取るのはちょっと申し訳ない気持ちもありますし、はい。
あと有機対決いかがでしょうか。河村選手とティップオフがありました。ポストアップも
So Togashi talked about winning the MVP in yesterday's press conference.
この僕の有機対決は最初
But he
の
also says the winning team should have the
僕
MVP.
の勝ちです。
じゃあやっぱり MVP ふさわしいんじゃないですか。
試合に勝てればそう言いたかったですけど、はい、負けてしまったので、はい。
はい、わかりました。そして
Well, maybe Avi Schaefer will say something different.
今日は、両チーム合わせて、トップのスリーポイント10本アテントし
Oh,
ました。
Tagashi said, Tagashi v. Kawamura, I won that battle. So at least he got a little bragging rights.
いや普段こういうところに立つ人じゃないんで、ちょっと今どう喋ったらいいか動揺してます。
でも10本アテントするってことは MVP を取りに行っているということじゃないですか。
まああんだけ入ったら取りに行かないわけないでしょう。やっぱり。はい。もうちょっと入ったらよかったんですけどね。
Funny, Avi Schaefer's in uncharted territory. He says he rarely has these types of interviews.
なぜシェーファー選手が MVP にふさわしいか、皆さんにアピールしてください。
He says he's good. He has good on his shooting today, and he tried to go for the MVP award.
ゆうきさんとかよくいるんで MVP のこういうところにあんまりいない僕をぜひぜひお願いします。
はい、じゃあ世界一謙虚な MVP 候補ということで、はい、ありがとうございました。シェーファー選手、富樫選手、篠山選手、そしてセバスチャン・サイス選手、4人の MVP 候補でした。まだ、結果
He says you don't see me in the MVP candidates, so vote for me
もっと伺っていい
this
ですか。
time.
じゃあせっかくですからちょっと富樫選手お願いしていいですか。
I wonder what the fans are going to do here,
ライ
Jeff.
ブオールスターということになりましたけど、そのあたりいかがですか。
All these
It's a tough
four
one.
are fan favorites.
all
All these four have played so well, but only two are from the winning team.
今日から少し声を出すのも解禁ということで、今後 B リーグも声出し少しずつ解禁になっていくということなので、すごく楽しみです。
ですよね。今富樫選手からも話ありましたけど、篠山選手この、声出しが解禁になったということで、これから、水戸黄門選手ももっともっとそのみんなのパワーをもらって活躍できるんじゃないですか。
そうですね。
Tagashi also saying first All-Star game in 3 years. He really enjoyed it, and fans could also yell at the venue, which, you know, during COVID they had to restrain themselves from a cheering standpoint.
What would you have done in the dunk contest final yesterday had you moved on?
You know, I was gonna do a little tribute for the All Blue, the football, Japanese football over here because of the World Cup. So I had something prepared, some soccer style, dunks.
何か昨日、サイス選手はもしダンクのコンテストのファイナルに勝ち進んでいたら、サムライブルーのなんかサッカーをテーマにしたダンクを披露してくれていたかもしれないということ。You would have used your feet?
I was gonna use something, and then trying to get the ball with somebody else pass in, and it was gonna be a show. It was gonna be nice.
ボールをもしかして、とにかくいいダンクをねするかもしれない。
Wow, so we really were deprived of something special yesterday when he didn't make it to the final.
I guess we can have to blame the commentator, Jeff.
They didn't win, right? You guys won, and you scored a game-high 29 points. So once again, talk about that and why you.
They're definitely trying to get him to lobby for himself.
Won the game is something really important in the MVP to be, for a team that wins the game. I did my best performance that I could, and I think that helped the team win. So.
はい、わかりました。やはりですね、黒チームブラックが勝ったので、そして
See the Spain colors there. You are the best. Eres el mejor to Sebas Said. Wonder if Sergio Scariolo might be watching this and voting for him. His Spain coach.
俺じゃないだろうという声もね、何人かの選手から聞こえてまいりましたが、それではここで投票タイム終了です。たくさんの投票ありがとうございました。
I think we're going to find out right now.
I think it's going to be size.
さあ誰になるんでしょうか。 MVP
I think it's
投
Shineyama.
票の結果が出たようです。それでは発表したいと思います。
But if you're going to really base it on the impact on the game, it should be Saez. But the impact on the fans might have to be Shineyama. There you go, see?
Well, well, okay. Fair play to him. He approached this in the right way. 3 points, 4 assists. But the magnitude of his performance. Yeah.
You see, they like the theatrics. And he had theatrics from the very beginning. He came in costume.
I think he's stunned.
He is. He's like, really? I was just kidding. You really voted for me? Come on.
Well, he did. he had the right attitude coming out for this game, that's for sure. He kind of set the tone. I'm not sure that he's entirely happy with this.
Well, he came out as Ryota Miyagi a while ago in the comic Slam Dunk, and I think it worked, Jeff. It was the costume.
The costume and the overall persona.
He's still in shock. He still can't.
I think he's struggling. He's struggling to accept this. So again, Shunayama with 3 points on 1 of 6 shooting and 4 assists, 3 fouls. He's named the MVP, but it was more for his character and actions than anything else. So I'm not exactly sure what he's going to say here. I think he's trying to come up with it.
He's still in character.
SNS 開くのが怖いです。皆さん、誹謗中傷とかはやめてくださいね。勘弁してくださいよ、本当に。ありがとうございます。投票してくれた皆さん、ありがとうございます。
I think this guy's got a future
はい、受け取ります。
as a comedian.
ありがとうございます。
Says he's scared to open SNS. Thanks for your votes. I accept this MVP.
皆さん、みんな B ブラックみんなが活躍したということで、MVP を選びきれなかったという解釈をして、チームを代表して僕が受け取るというそういう捉え方で受け取ろうと思います。
This probably helped him, don't you think so, Anthony?
Yes, it did.
Don't forget the defense he had on that play. And then his actions. Look at him. It's the emotion that he brought to the occasion.
いただいたものを皆さんに献上することで信頼を取り戻せたらいいかなと思っています。
He also said the black team won. Yeah, that's true. That's true. He was definitely stealing the show. Showtime Shinoyama. He said the black team won and all the team members worked hard and it was hard to select somebody. That's the reason the fans chose me. Says he'll contribute to his team with the award. So he's going to... What does that mean? He's going to take them all out for dinner?
He's going to share it with them. And I think the players will hold him to that.
いやでも担いでくれた明治大学の男子チアリーディング部の皆さんとかリーグの皆さんいろんな方のご尽力があって、やることができたので、そこに関してはすごく達成感と満足感でいっぱいですけど、それがまさか MVP につながるとは思いませんでした。はい。
実はご自身の今日のプレーでは3得点という成績でしたけれども、
ほらほら笑いの中にとかそういうのが混じってるのがすごい聞
He
こえてくるんですよ。
also said he decided to meet Mito Kuman
SNS が怖い。
when he was selected to the All-Star team.
ただ3年ぶり開催のこのオールスターの雰囲気というのはどう感じましたか？
いやそれはすごく楽しかったです。はい。
Excuse me, decided to be Mito Kuman.
発信できていればよかったと思います。ありがとうございます。
では最後にこの MVP をぜひ力強く所属クラブのチームメイト、そして地元ファンの皆さんに報告をお願いします。
サンダースファミリーの皆さん、なんかやりました僕。
He also said he appreciated the Meiji University cheerleading team for holding him at the entrance to the game. Yeah, it's really hard to know when he's being serious or not. I'm not sure he's been serious all game.
はじめに B リーグチェアマン島田真二より篠山選手へ賞金100万円が贈呈されます。
Well, there is your MVP for this year's All-Star game. As you can see him gazing around the Coliseum.
He also said, "Thank you, Brave Thunder's family. Please welcome me warmly." And he gets $1,000,000 for the award. Wow.
And that's why he's taking them all out to dinner.
Yes. I'm sure Seba Sais is looking at it and thinking, I wouldn't have mind winning $1,000,000.
Well, he should have campaigned a little bit more.
Yeah, I think he's learned something from this.
茨城食の魅力発信協議会提供の柔らかく旨味があり香りが良い茨城県ブランド豚肉日立の輝き 10kg を贈呈いただきます。
I think he's going to get more prizes. MVP's taking home a whole lot of stuff.
伝統工芸品のスイーツ提灯水戸の銘菓や梅酒わらずと納豆の詰め合わせを贈呈いただきます。本日は梅大使のお二人にもお越しいただいております。
Well, that is not a bad return on his effort today, that's for sure. $1,000,000.
And some goodies.
All-Star game.
おめでとうございます。
Hitachi no Kagayaki pork, 10 kilograms from the Ibaraki prefecture, and a gift from Mito City as well. So really, it's been win-win for Shinuyama today. Plays for the winning team, named MVP. I'm sure he's going to have a few more endorsement opportunities after this, revealing himself to be quite the jokester.
And now we're going to hear from Yuki.
And the MIP award goes to Tagashi.
And Shineyama's not happy. Saying you're stealing some of my thunder.
So the most impressive player award for Tagashi. Well, he did have a good game overall, if you think about it.
The most impressive, I think, was the three-point shooting of Schaefer and the slam dunks of Saiz. But yes, this guy also had another tremendous performance.
Title sponsor gave him the prize.
ふさわしいのかわかんないですけど、もしかしたらセバスのサイズがなかったのかなっていう、そういう解釈をしています。
ひょっとして、篠山選手が、受賞ゲットした100万円よりもこの1年分のファッションの方が価値ある
And their size once again saying, I'm going home with nothing.
ちょっといろんなのちょっと試したいなと思います。
So he's gotten fashion clothes for 1 year as well. Dottis T, the title sponsor, so he's going to be decked out looking good.
試合の日にホームゲーム着ていきたいなと思います。
He says he wants to try on a lot of clothes.
Well, he will have a lot of choices because they're going to be dressing him up for a year.
I think he would have given Seba size.
千葉ジェッツブースターの皆さん、今日も、たくさん僕のタオルを掲げていただいて、本当にありがとうございます。これからリーグ戦も始まりますので、また応援よろしくお願いします。
He also says thank you to the Chiba Jets fans for showing the towels while he was out there cheering him on.
さあ続いてはバスケットライブオンファイア賞の発表です。この賞はバスケットライブ内応援機能において最も応援された選手、最もファイア数が多かった選手に対して贈られます。それでは発表いたします。バスケットライブオンファイア賞は河村勇輝選手です。おめでとうございます。河村選手へは B リーグチェアマン島田真二より賞金
So the captain
30
comes
万円が
out.
贈られます。
Kawamura. And he got the most on fire award. Well, so that's a good award for him. The biggest vote getter. Ivy Schaefer must be wondering how all of his threes were missed.
今どんな気持ちですか？
すごく嬉しいです。
今回のオールスター初オールスターでそしてキャプテンにも選ばれましたけど、そのあたりいかがですか？
いやー、キャプテンの使命を果たすことができたかって言われると
Kawamura also saying he's really happy now.
すごく楽しくできました。
昨日はスキルズチャレンジも勝って、そして今日
So they asked him, did he enjoy being the captain?
フライデーサタデーこのオールスターウィーケンドになりましたね。
はい、本当にいいリラックスできて、はい、良かったと思います。
はい、では最後にバスケットライブで視聴しているファンの皆さんにメッセージお願いします。
はい、バスケットライブを
He said he wasn't sure if he could do the captain's role, but he really did enjoy it and was able to do so in a relaxed manner.
応援のほどよろしくお願いします。
はい、河村選手ありがとうございました。おめでとうございます。
改めましてオンファイア賞河村勇輝選手でした。おめでとうございます。さあ.ST B リーグオールスターゲーム2023 in 水戸以上で全ての表彰を終えまして、いよいよフィナーレを迎えました。 B リーグ
He also said to the fans, thanks for your continued support.
ボールをつなぐことができました。今回のオールスターで生まれた名場面の数々も B リーグの歴史の1ページを形作っていきます。すでにご存知の方も多いかとは思いますが、来年のオールスターゲームは沖縄で開催します。これより茨城ロボッツ平尾敦信選手より次回開催地に本拠地を置く琉球ゴールデンキングス今村圭太選手へオールスターゲームボールリレーを行います。それでは両選手よろしくお願いします。
And the next All-Star game is going to be in Okinawa. So that's a big honor for Okinawa, which is
I think we're going to have the transfer
handover.
of the balls, yes.
それでは来年開催するオールスターゲームに向けての抱負を
So Imamura is going to talk now.
はい、本当に3年ぶりに、オールスター開催できて、来年沖縄ということで、今年の茨城さんみたいに、それよりももっと、皆さんが楽しんでいただけるような、会場作りであったりプレーであったりを、できればなというふうに思いますので、ぜひ、沖縄アリーナで待ってますのでよろしくお願いします。
So that was Atsunobu Hirao of Ibaraki Robots here in Mito, handing it off to Keita Imamura of Ryuka Golden Kings.
全国の B リーグファンへのメッセージを平尾選手お願いします。
Imamura said it's first All-Star game in 3 years, and we also want to welcome all of you fans to Okinawa with a lot of appreciation. And now the jokester comes out.
コロナの影響もあり、無観客での開催で、悔しい思いをしま
That's going to be
し
his
た。
speech?
そしてついに昨日開催することができ、本日無事に終えることができました。開催するにあたり B リーグの関係者の方々、裏方スタッフの方々には本当に感謝してい
So
ま
it's
す。
a very long letter he's
ま
going
た
to be
オー
reading.
ルスター水戸開催を盛り上げるために集まってくださった各チームのプレイヤーの皆さんで、各チームのファン、ブースターの皆さん、本当にありがとうございました。皆様のおかげで、茨城県全体が盛り上がり、素晴らしいオールスターになったと思います。来年は沖縄県での開催になります。無事に開催され、素晴らしいバスケットボールの祭典になることを祈っています。茨城ロボッツ平尾敦信でした。
So he's also paying tribute. Say it started with the fans' signature to have the All-Star game in Mito.
8割方真っ白でした。
Thanks to all the fans.
さあそれでは最後
It
に
was a great
恒例の
All-Star
合言葉
weekend.
で締めたいと思います。温度取りは平尾選手、よろしくお願いします。
ご唱和ください。ワン、ツー、スリー、B リーグ。ありがとうございました。
So, All-Star weekend is done, and what did you enjoy the most, Anthony? Was it the G-Shock Skills Challenge, the three-point shooting contest, the dunking contest, the Rising Stars game, or the All-Star game, or the Under-18 All-Star game? Let me put you on the spot.
I still like the skills challenge because we saw absolute perfection there from one of the stars here this weekend in Yuki Kawamura.
So the B.LEAGUE All-Star game.
His star really just shone the brightest.
Yeah, he really did. That's him right there, in fact, showing us all the talent there on that left. It was good seeing Ko Flippin win the dunking contest. It was good. It was a little painful watching Seba Size come out and play so well and not maybe get the recognition that perhaps he deserved. But at the end of the day, it's all done in fun, and I think all of these guys will tell you that they had a great time today.
They had a great time, but as we mentioned a while ago, the biggest winners really here this weekend are the fans, and we'd like to thank all the fans from all over the world who have supported the B-League, and things are going to just get even better in the years to come.
I think also Kiefer Ravena, Matthew Wright, and Brandon Joato were the big winners because we said so many nice things about them.
Somebody's giving away his shoes. And you see, that's how much these players love the fans, because they have shown just so much support all throughout the existence of the B-League.
So who's your money on winning it the rest of the way? Chiba Jets? They've been pretty tough, haven't they?
Smart money said. Somewhere down the stretch.
Yeah, and also you always look at it like there's two seasons. There's the regular season and then there's the postseason. That kid just had his day made. He knows that in about 10 years or 15 years when his feet grow, he'll have a nice pair of shoes that he can wear.
And he's going to get a selfie there with the kid. This is a moment he will never forget.
Very nice gesture from Leo with that young fan who really had his perfect weekend. Oh, what was that? Was that a shoe flying into the stands?
Being thrown up, yes.
Seba
Size.
It's okay. You can understand if you're throwing a bouquet of flowers behind you, but shoes, it's a little bit heavier, isn't it? Especially with his big feet. You have to be careful up there. You might want to put a helmet on.
Well, as long as the fans are aware that it's coming, that's fine.
Yeah, it's not to say. I do think it's kind of an insult to throw a shoe in some cultures, isn't it?
That's right. But not here in Japan,
but I don't think
especially
it was
for the fans here. They'll gladly take that. That's a souvenir.
Absolutely. I'm just joking. No, fantastic. Fantastic gesture from Leo, from Sebas, and from that man right there, the leading vote getter for the All-Star game, Kawamura. And the great thing about that is we're going to see him for a long, long time, for more than a decade, no doubt. And he's only going to get better. Also, Avi Schaefer.
As young as he is, Jeff, he just might start to be the face of the league and Japanese basketball.
Yeah, he will definitely be one of them. It's pretty. I think the results speak for themselves. If he was the leading vote getter in all of this, he is definitely he is definitely going to be the man. Vendron, Leo's actually had promised at the press conference that he was going to give away his shoes. So, unless you can read lips, we're not going to find out what Kawamura is saying here because we've got some technical issues. But in any event, I'm sure he's just talking about how it was a great week, a great weekend, and Yokohama are in the hunt as well, aren't they, in terms of making it to the postseason, and they could be a team that you have to look out for. So this might not be the last that we see of this young man, and I think it's almost a nailed-on certainty that we're going to see him at the World Cup when Japan play in Okinawa.
Well, the season's still young. A lot can still happen. Though there are some teams that have only about 4 or 5 wins, and they might have a lot of ground to make up. Not quite sure they'll have enough time. But again, anything can still happen.
I think the biggest shock is that Utsunomiya Brex are down in 5th place in the East, 13 and 16. I don't think
that's right
at
this particular point in time. But again, that's a team that's talent laden, and they can actually just turn things around in an instant, and they could be on top of the league after about a month or so.
Although, they're 12. They've got 12 less wins than Chiba Jets, so Chiba would have to really slip up in that sense. Okay, I think we are going to get some comments from Kawamura. What he said: you'll see very serious matchup in the second half of the season. I guess he's talking about the competitiveness of all of these teams as they get after each other and try to advance. And now Schaefer, no doubt, is going to be asked about his three-point shooting prowess and whether or not that's going to come into play this season with Seahorses Mikawa, who are definitely in need of some wins heading into the second half of the season. They're 6th in the Central with 10 wins and 19 defeats. 6 of 10 from three-point range from Ivy Schaefer. Here's one of them. Schaefer said he enjoyed he was asked if he enjoyed it, and he said, yeah, this is the second time he'd been there. He was a little bit nervous the first time, but this time he was in the zone. Look at him. He was definitely in the zone. And he says he's going to carry this over the three-point shooting, I think, into the second half of the season. No, but you're right. I mean, it's even though Utsunomiya Brex are 13 and 16, there is a long way to go. You just don't know what can happen the rest of the way. I'm guessing they just want to take it game by game. And Schaefer, let's look at his box score when he plays in his next game. It'll be interesting to see if he puts up any three-pointers.
I think not. When it comes to serious basketball, I think he's going to go to his strengths. But of course, if they're going to leave him open, he's going to take that shot. And he has proven tonight that he can make it. But more oftentimes than not, he's there really for defense and at the same time to grab those rebounds, both offensively and defensively. And so we're going to be seeing a whole lot more of Schaefer in the second half of the season.
Well, the Ibiraki Robots fans, they certainly had a great time, and the World Cup mascot, and you got also Schaefer was talking about how I want to say thanks to everybody for watching until the end of the game. He really enjoyed it, and that's what it was all about. So here's a look back at the highlights. I won't hold you back, Anthony, if you want to comment on some of this. I know that there were certain plays that really captured your imagination.
Well, I like the jump ball to start things off with both point guards going at it.
Oh, by the way, the mascot's name is JIP, J-I-P, which stands for Japan, Indonesia, and the Philippines, because those are the 3 host nations for the FIBA Basketball World Cup.
Well, we saw a lot of JIP here today because this is a little bit of a prelude to what can happen in Japan come the World Cup in August. You can see the reaction there of Coach Sasa.
And that was Schaefer. And Schaefer again. Furukawa, I'd forgotten that he had missed that layup, but they still came away getting the 2 points. Behind the back pass from Tagashi to Scott. And that was
That's
also
why he had
a nice
9 assists in the ball game.
There's the MVP, Shinuyama, scoring the 3 points that were beside his name by the end of the game. And without a doubt, the in-game dunking contest was won by Seba Size. He was sensational.
But everybody getting in the act, especially Hira, wanted to make sure that he got the fans here in Mito involved.
Javi Schaefer having the 3-point shooting game of his life today. And Joshua Smith as well. I would like to see Joshua Smith in that All-Star 3-point shooting contest, as well as Schaefer.
He's got a very soft touch for a big man.
Yeah, Schaefer definitely had a day to remember. Also got the dunk. The thing is, his three, you can see that is not by accident. He has got great rotation, great follow through on that. I mean, that was the only situation. It was Seba Size that came up and rejected him and turned it into a dunk. That's almost, I would suggest that shouldn't even happen. The fact that he goes out and blocks his three in an All-Star game.
And then in the fourth quarter, suddenly, both teams turning it up a notch defensively. Josh Smith there saying, that shot was against the wind.
Yeah, the wind affected. That was definitely the luckiest alley-oop of the game from Josh Scott.
And this is where they use the challenge. Everybody having just so much fun. And the captain there draining that shot.
I was a little bit surprised, Anthony, that Brandon didn't want to talk about his dancing too much, because that was definitely a topic yesterday from the other players.
I was hoping he'd talk a little bit more about that. This was the missed opportunity.
Oh. Yeah, that's almost unforgivable. How do you not duck? I think he must have lost his balance even though he was being held.
Well, that's obviously not one of his specialties. So you can see a touch passing here by some of the guards to Gavin Edwards.
That one play probably prevented him from being the MVP. The fact that he didn't dunk it while being hoisted high above the court.
That would have been his only dunk
Tagashi
in his
making
career.
a most impressive player award. Tagashi, and again, I think they're just happy to have the All-Star game again. The fact that it, had not been held because of COVID. So those are the numbers, and in the end, the white team ended up with more threes than the black team.
But not as close to the 130 put up by the Rising Stars yesterday, but it was close. Look at this. Over 100 shots from three.
Look at Kai Taves. He dressed relaxed today, didn't he?
Yes, he did. I think he wanted to get down into the court. He was ready just in
Kai
case they
Taves.
called on him.
Kai Taves. I thought he had a good performance yesterday. I'm sure he did well on the mic as well for the local TV. So, again, 29 points. Seba Sides led all scores. 22 for Tagashi in defeat. Scott had 18. Also 22 for Ivy Schaefer. A remarkable three-point shooting game from him. Okinawa, here comes the All-Star game your way. Next, boy, Okinawa is going to be basketball central for the next year, that's for sure. Hosting World Cup games. Jip will be there. And the Ibaraki Robots have put on a fantastic show here in MITO.
That's going to set a really high bar for the next one. But again, I think Okinawa is ready. But if they're ready for the World Cup, they should be ready for the All-Star game.
Kai Taves was asked how was the new arena, and he said, excellent. I really feel like this is a home arena. So, well, good luck the rest of the way for the games that you're going to be calling. Anthony, I know you're going to do a great job as always.
Same to you, buddy.
It
was great working with you this weekend.
You too, Anthony. Okay, guys, everyone, thanks for tuning in. That's it for the Japanese B.LEAGUE All-Star game, won by the Blacks 127 to 123. And Shinoyama, the MVP. Tagashi, the most impressive player. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of the season.
ご来場の皆様にお知らせです。本日のイベントはすべて終了しました。本日のイベントはすべて終了しました。どうぞお出口にお進みください。ご協力お願いいたします。Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending.